got it on smash, put in the gas, I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
We go! General West, 8-3.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 22-yard line.
Check 37. Hey, alert. Kill. Check safety, check. Clear.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Still guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Wilson. Able to find Shaheen here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Key 26, key 26. Quick, 280. Watch time. Tight end right. Even. 4 down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Hold up. Check 24. Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. 17 yards on the pickup. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Check. Lucky. Go. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Trot.
Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Open man is QT, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Ready. 10-2 soft. Pilot, 64, weak. 5. 52, Mike, 52. Here we go. Step.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss it to Smith. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This time Wilson will throw. He's going to loft this one deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Going deep this time for Miller. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
So don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Sanders, pretty move. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 26, check 26. Rip left, rip left. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. All go special. All go special.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, good move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
And it's third down.
Got it. Mark 52, Mark 52. Hey, team 6, team 6, 5.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, Zoo, on.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Danny. Joker. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 54.
Going for it with Sanders. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. And a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The pitch goes to Smith. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Strong right. You got 3 down.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go to base. Use the mic. Hey, look, 3. Bang out. Bam.
And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Carlson on for the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 31.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Smith. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Smith. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a huge play that time. 46 yards on the ground.
1st down, London.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Score. Snap.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.